as stereotypical as this may be, the Jewish Zionists provide the money, and the Christian Zionists are the sheep. They are the flock. And if there is a person who probably shepherds them better, at least now that in terms of older Christian Zionists, we know that with younger Christian Zionists, it was Charlie Kirk, but then he got out of line. Now, a person who's never going to get out of line is John Hagee.
The Bible proves that the Jewish people are the most unique people on the face of the earth. They are a chosen people. They are a covenant people. They are a cherished people. They are the apple of God's eye. The unchallengeable fact of the Bible is that Israel and the Jewish people are unique. Listen, Israel did not choose this uniqueness. God chose it for them. Listen to David's prayer in 1 Chronicles 17:20. It's one of the most powerful words in the scripture. O Lord, there is none like you, nor is there any God beside you. And who is like your people Israel? Listen, the one nation on the earth whom God went to redeem for himself as a people. Chosen and still cherished. Deuteronomy 7:6, for you, Israel, are a chosen people, a holy people to the Lord your God. The Lord your God has chosen you to be a people for himself. Listen to this next sentence. A special treasure above all the people on the face of the earth. That includes the United States of America.
Fuck you. With a sharp object.
Did he just say the United States of America was in the Bible? That's what it sounded
Go
like.
back. Play that. Let's play that again.
I mean, if he is reading from the Schofield Bible, it is certainly possible that that is the case.
A special treasure above all the people on the face of the earth. That includes the United States of America.
So I guess he was just saying he added that part at the end. But I would also, there's a couple of things to point out here, which I'm sure you've pointed out before, but is that the reason these evangelicals are so in love with Israel is because they believe all the Jews need to be in Israel in order for the end times to come about so that the Jews can then burn in hell. So this is the lovely support you get from Christian Zionists is we love Israel because we want all of you to burn in hell.
Yeah.
But beyond just that, there is, he mentions Israel, which is in the Bible many times, but it has nothing to do with the nation state of Israel that obviously did not exist in biblical times. The term Israel means the people, the Jews, and it meant basically those who wrestle with God, which meant they spend a lot of time, rabbis spend a lot of time thinking about God, which was the wrestling with, not fighting with. And so that's what the term was, Israel, those who wrestle with God. It has nothing to do with the nation state. But and I haven't been to a synagogue in probably 10 years, but I went with my parents like a year ago. And the rabbi didn't come out and say anything specifically about Israel, the nation state, but he had the congregation read all these passages from the Torah that use the term Israel. And I know that the rabbi must know what the term Israel means, but he also probably knows that most of the people don't know that that term Israel has nothing to do with the apartheid, racist, genocidal state. And this confusion is used to make a lot of Jewish people think that Israel was allotted to the Jews in the Torah, which is bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Well, my understanding is that Israel is a person.
Well, it's both. There was Israel the person. There was Israel meaning those who wrestle with God. Yeah.
It's just, look, again, as an atheist, like to me, it's kind of any of it. Yeah,
same here. But I'm fascinated by the intentional confusion that they spout.
Oh, it's very purposeful. It's very purposeful and very misleading, and they do it on. They absolutely conflate the two. Both the Zios and the Jewish Zios and the Christian Zios, their goal is to create a situation where all Jews want to be in Israel. Like that's the goal, is for the Jews to be in Israel. And so, and the Christians, obviously, they can't have us evaporate soon enough.
Well, John Hagee does make an annual salary of at least $1 million. So clearly that grift is working for him.
Sacrificing for the people.
It's hard.
Come on. I mean, he's on his knees every day and someone's got to help him up. But hey,
it ain't easy for a pimp.
Not with that suit. And if you think
there was a time where if you were asking for money for the church and you were as wide as you are tall, that people might be like, I don't know if all that money is going to the church, but those days are past. No one cares anymore.
Well, if you think he grifts hard, there is somebody who grifts even harder than him who had a few things to say at this Christians for Israel conference at John Hagee's Evangelical Church.
Have you seen this? Lee, have you seen this? Okay.
Would you care to guess who's even worse than John Hagee?
It's goofy. It's a goofy thing. Wait, yeah. So play this. This is
Here, the United States provides roughly $3 billion in military assistance to Israel. The benefit we get from that, the Mossad, the intelligence resources. You look at Iran, where they knew where every anti-aircraft weapon was, every military leader, every IRGC leader. That benefit, if America tried to replicate that intelligence network, it would cost us tens of billions of dollars. And I will tell you, every lunatic terrorist in Hamas or Hezbollah or Iran that Israel took out, made America safer, and the United States of America should say to that little nation, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, he just admitted that the reason the U.S. supports Israel is because we want an unsinkable battleship in the Middle East. So it's good to see. Good to see that admitted, I guess.
Ted Cruz.
It is amazing, that interview he did with Tucker Carlson, where he says, when I first ran for Congress, it was because I wanted to be the best friend to Israel they'd ever had or something. And Tucker Carlson's like, you ran for Congress for Israel? Like, and it's just the best awkward, just.
Yeah, they did.
He collapses.
He's like, if you think you can preach hard, I can preach even harder. You just watch.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're telling on themselves every time they talk about Israel. This is all about money and power. This has got nothing to do with these innocent people that have been there for millennia that the dirty Arabs just want to get rid of. That's all this is about. That's all it's ever been about. And I think people are really just starting to see through it. He's got a little bit more to say to this.
Ted Cruz.
Standing O.
Oh, yeah.
The disgusting
night to honor Israel.
It's and honestly, it's like you're thinking to yourself, okay, under normal circumstances, this would be considered to even the most basic pious person. This is heresy. Like, this is really bad. You're doing this at the backdrop of what's been going on over the last 2 years? To be this disconnected from reality?
Yep, to be this supportive of genocide. Yep.
I mean, bro, as far as I'm concerned, they just need to be cast out like the fucking lepers that they are. Yeah. That's what needs to happen to every last one of them.
That's really insulting to lepers. Can you take that?
Got a better reference, I'll take it.
Lepers are good people.
We've got one. We've got one more.
Okay, what is this?
So this, first it's let me suck off Israel, and now let me cast the rains of fire against those that don't agree with us.
But the danger that I want to highlight to you tonight is not anti-Semitism on the left. It is anti-Semitism on the right. And I'm here to tell you, in the last 6 months, I have seen anti-Semitism rising on the right in a way I have never seen it in my entire life.
Why don't we just get him out of the Senate and into the pastor's chair? He'd make a hell of a lot more money. He grifts just as hard as they do. Why not just do that?
Cut out
Why give him that? I'd say put him on your leper island. Let's do that instead.
The lepers would kick him off.
The lepers don't want him. Nobody wants him.
Listen, CUFI is extraordinary. The work that CUFI does is desperately, desperately needed. But I'm here to tell you, the church is asleep right now.
Really?
If I pick up my phone and send out a tweet, if I say good morning, within minutes I will have hundreds of blatantly anti-Semitic responses. When Prime Minister Netanyahu was here a few months ago, I sat down with him for a couple of hours. I raised this issue with him, and his first reaction was, he said, well, that's Qatar, that's Iran, they're paying for it, it's AstroTurf. And I said, Mr. Prime Minister, yes, but no. Yes, Qatar and Iran are clearly paying for it, and there are bots, and they are putting real money behind it. But I am telling you, this is real, it is organic, these are real human beings, and it is spreading. In the last year, we had 3 prominent voices on the right publicly muse, gosh, maybe Hitler wasn't that bad a guy after all.
And that is exactly what the Zionists want.
Yep.
And of course, most of what he's talking about, except for that last sentence, is not actual anti-Semitism. It is people criticizing Israel for committing genocide. And he did this exact, I think the reason he even feels the need to tackle this anti-Semitism on the right thing is because Tucker Carlson's interview with him went so viral, and it's defined him in a way that he didn't know it would. And literally in that interview, to try and get out of the fact that he basically said, I blow AIPAC every single day, he started telling Tucker, he said, well, as you said, Tucker, the Jews own the media or something like that. And Tucker's like, I never said that. And look, I have plenty of issues with Tucker Carlson, but in this, it was like, dude, that Cruz was desperate to get the hell out of there. So he just started basically saying anti-Semitic, yelling anti-Semitic at Tucker Carlson.
But it doesn't,
we're not fans of Tucker either, but I don't think he's a Jew hater. This doesn't seem like, and that's the problem with that there's just, everything is an all or nothing with these people.
Well, I think for a while, the members of Conservative Inc. were trying to figure out if a change could actually happen. And I hate to say it, but the reason why the state of Israel is in big trouble is because there is a populist right uprising in this country that doesn't want anything to do with them anymore. And now they're starting to recognize that, oh, yeah, when that side gets pissed off, they actually do something about it. Whereas what we've noticed with any type of populist left movements here in this country, we're trying to emphasize as much as we can, as often as we can, with rare exceptions. There are some decent people that are out there, like Abdul El-Sayed, who's running for Senate in Michigan. You have Graham Plattner, who's running in Maine. You have these individuals here and there that are decent people, but we're supporting them in spite of the Democratic Party. And if you want to make a change in this country, it's not going to come by fighting within that party. That party is proving that they are willing to get Susan fucking Collins reelected into the Senate if it means preventing any type of left populist energy making its way to Capitol Hill. So the fight that we seek, especially with trying to disassemble this Zion-Nazi state that controls our government, it's not going to happen in the Democratic Party. In fact, I'm convinced that the more that this populist right, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, post-Charlie Kirk, anti-Israel movement continues to grow, the more you're going to see the Democratic Party establishment try to appeal to the Bill Ackman liberal kind of leaning Zio supporter. And they're going to come back to the Democratic Party. Those guys on the right, they're all anti-Semites. They don't want you anymore. Come over here. That's more of an important political maneuver as far as they're concerned than it would be to just change course and say, all right, we support Medicare for all now. That's what I see. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I certainly agree with the fact that the Democrats will do anything to never support, actual socialist policies like Medicare for all. And, this goes all the way back to the first Bernie Sanders. Well, it goes back forever, but I think everyone woke up to it during the first Bernie Sanders run, which was the Democrats would rather have Trump in office. They'd rather have a outright war criminal capitalist kleptocrat than ever deign to have someone who even slightly smells of socialism. So the idea that people just need to understand this is one party, and it is, and I'm not just saying that like a lot of people say, it's one party, but it's one capitalist party. It really is. And there are some, they tinker around the edges as to what one stands for, the other does. The Democrats right now during this shutdown don't want you to pay quite as much for the awful healthcare system, just a few $100s different. But in general, this is one capitalist party. And I think people, once they see that, once they understand that is what both parties as one party are fighting for, is to keep this as a harshly capitalist system, then you start to understand all the other maneuvering. You start to understand why, of course, they wouldn't let Bernie Sanders into the top office. I mean, back in 2016, not whatever he is now. Of course, they wouldn't allow any of these things. I mean, it's why JFK was assassinated when he started changing course. I mean, it goes back years and years. So.